Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're tackling this concept of wonder. It's
Oh.
that like feeling of awe, like that curiosity that kind of makes us
Yeah.
makes us want to learn and understand everything around us.
Mhm.
And we're going to be using this super interesting educational text as our guide today.
Cool.
And we'll also be touching on Virginia Woolf's essay, Street Haunting, a London Adventure.
I love that essay.
So good.
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to figure out is like, what even is wonder really?
Right.
And why should we care?
Exactly.
Does it even matter? And is it true that we're like losing touch with wonder in
Yeah.
our modern world?
It's interesting because when we talk about wonder,
Mhm.
it often starts with just wandering.
Oh, I love that. In our text, it starts with this example of Virginia Woolf, right?
Yeah.
She just decided to take a walk
Mm-hmm.
to buy a pencil.
Sounds simple enough.
Right. Super ordinary.
Yeah.
But then in her essay, she talks about how this walk
Turned into this journey of like observation
locally.
and imagination.
Mhm.
She starts noticing all the people, around her,
Yeah.
wondering about their lives, their stories.
It's like that simple act of wandering,
Yeah.
of physically moving through the world.
Yeah.
It opens up space for our minds to wander, too.
Exactly. It's like stepping outside our routines, our
Yeah.
familiar surroundings, and then suddenly our brains can like shift gears.
That's
Suddenly
awesome.
we're just more open to new things,
Mm-hmm.
sights, sounds, smells.
And that's when the questions start popping up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wonder.
I wonder.
Have you ever experienced that?
Oh, absolutely. I remember this one time I was walking through the park
Yeah.
and I saw this like intricate spider web
Yeah.
covered in dewdrops.
Wow.
I was mesmerized,
Yeah.
like completely captivated by it. I mean, the
You don't
structure.
say incredible.
I was wondering about the spider that made it,
Mm-hmm.
the geometry of the web. Like, how do they even do that? The physics of the water droplets, like clinging to the silk.
Yeah.
It was such a simple thing,
Yeah.
but it sparked all these questions.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Wonder doesn't need some crazy adventure or
Yeah.
an elaborate setup.
Yeah.
It can come from the most ordinary things
It's true.
if we're open to it.
Okay, so we've seen how wandering can lead to wondering.
Mm-hmm.
But our text goes even further and says that wonder
Yeah.
isn't just this fleeting feeling, It's
Yeah.
like a driving force
Yeah.
behind innovation and discovery.
Absolutely. That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
The text talks about the Wright brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They were just captivated
Yeah.
by the flight of birds.
Right.
Their wonder wasn't passive. It was like fueled
Yeah.
by a desire to understand and
Right.
replicate it, and that led them to invent the airplane.
And they weren't the only ones. Think about Edward Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
He saw that the milkmaids who got cowpox didn't get smallpox. And
Right.
he was like, I wonder why.
It's fascinating.
And that sparked the first vaccine.
Mhm.
And even Einstein. When he was struggling professionally, he
Yeah.
sat down and was like, what now?
It seems so simple,
Right?
but it's profound.
But that question led him to change how we understand the universe.
It's amazing. What's so interesting here
Yeah.
is that wonder, it's not just about asking a question.
Right.
It's about pursuing the answer.
Yeah.
That curiosity that drives us to explore,
I like that.
experiment, push boundaries.
So we've got wandering leading to wondering.
Yeah,
And wondering fueling innovation.
that's right.
But now for the elephant in the room,
Oh.
does our modern world with all this instant information
Mhm.
make it harder to wonder?
I think it's complicated.
Right. The text calls it the Google reflex.
Yeah.
And I'm totally guilty of it.
I think we all are to some extent. It's
Yeah.
a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
We have amazing access to information.
That's true.
But does that instant gratification stop us from truly wondering?
yeah, that's the
If
question.
you can just Google the answer,
Mhm.
are we losing the process of like pondering,
Mhm.
researching, maybe even making mistakes along the way?
That's a great point. I mean, I love that I can just find out
Yeah.
how many teeth a giraffe has
Right.
or the capital of Bhutan like instantly.
Exactly. But I do wonder if we're sacrificing the depth
Yeah.
of learning.
The richness of it
Yeah.
by always going for the quickest answer.
It's like the difference between reading a Wikipedia summary
Mhm.
And diving deep into a book.
Totally.
One challenges you and makes you think.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's like getting a prepackaged meal versus savoring every step of cooking.
Totally. Choosing your ingredients,
Yeah,
experimenting.
The process is where the real wonder is.
It's true.
And the real learning.
So if this Google reflex is such a threat to our sense of wonder, how do we get it back?
Well, the text offers an interesting idea.
It's called Genius Hour.
Ooh, what's that?
It's this concept where students or employees get dedicated time, often like an hour a week, to just explore any topic that sparks their curiosity.
Oh, wow.
No set curriculum, no goals.
Just pure exploration.
Just pure exploration.
That sounds amazing, but does it actually lead to anything?
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Some amazing innovations have come from Genius Hour.
Really?
Like Post-it notes.
Oh, wow.
Genius Hour Project.
No way.
And Gmail.
What?
Also Genius Hour.
That's incredible.
Giving people freedom to explore their wonder can lead to remarkable results.
But let's be real, not everyone has a Genius Hour in their lives.
That's true.
Right. We're all busy.
But the principle behind Genius Hour can be applied in smaller ways.
Okay.
It's about making time to observe, question, explore, without the pressure of finding an immediate answer.
I see. So we've talked about wondering and its connection to wonder and how wonder fuels innovation.
Yes.
And the challenges of the Google reflex.
Definitely.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to leave you with something to think about.
All right.
All those unsolved mysteries out there in the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's so tempting to just Google it.
Right.
But what if we didn't?
What if we resisted that urge?
What if we just let our minds wander?
Explore the possibilities.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Let's pause here for a sec.
Okay.
And let our listeners think about that.
Sounds good.
We'll come back to this and delve deeper into those unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
In the next part of our deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, so we're back and still thinking about all those unsolved mysteries out there.
Yeah, the ones that make us go, I wonder.
Exactly. And I know, like, our first instinct is to Google it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. But what if we resisted that urge?
It's tough, right? We're so used to instant information. We don't really give ourselves the space to actually think about the mystery.
It's true.
But think about what happens when we do. We start using different parts of our brains.
Ooh.
The creative parts, the imaginative part.
The parts that don't get used when we just Google everything.
Exactly. It's like we're training our minds to be more curious.
Yeah.
More open to possibilities.
It's like that beginner's mind idea, that state of being open and receptive.
Seeing things with fresh eyes.
Yeah, like for the first time.
Like we're shedding all our preconceived notions and just embracing the mystery.
And that's when the magic happens, right?
I think so. When we allow ourselves to wonder, we're basically admitting, I don't know the answer. And that's okay.
It's humbling.
It is, but it also opens up so many possibilities.
It does.
Like inviting the universe to surprise us.
Ooh, I like that.
To reveal its secrets in ways we could never imagine.
Okay, so resisting the Google reflex.
Right.
Embracing the mystery.
Yeah.
That's key to cultivating wonder.
But how do we actually do that?
Yeah, like in our everyday lives.
Well, it starts with noticing when that feeling of wonder pops up.
Okay.
Maybe you're reading an article and a question comes to mind. Or you see something interesting on your commute.
Yeah.
Instead of Googling it right away.
Right.
Write it down.
Right, like in a notebook.
Yeah, a wonder journal.
I love that idea.
It's like a space to capture those little sparks of curiosity.
And let them grow.
Exactly. But let's be real. Not every question is going to lead to a big discovery.
True.
Sometimes it's just about enjoying the wondering itself.
Yeah, just appreciating the mystery of it all.
Exactly. Wonder doesn't always have to be about answers. Sometimes it's about appreciating the beauty and mystery of the world.
It's true. Like looking at the stars.
Yeah.
Or the patterns on a butterfly's wings.
Just feeling that sense of awe.
It's like reconnecting with that childlike sense of wonder. You know, this reminds me of the I Wonder challenge from the text.
Oh, yeah, with the pack of gum.
Yeah. It's such a simple idea.
But it's powerful.
It really is. It's like an invitation to notice the wonder all around us.
Even in our routines.
So imagine you're walking to the store to buy gum.
What do you see?
What do you hear?
What do you feel?
And most importantly, what do you wonder?
Maybe you wonder about the history of the buildings you pass.
Or the people you see.
The cracks in the sidewalk.
The vastness of the sky.
Anything.
The point is, there's wonder everywhere.
Yeah, if we just look for it.
And here's the challenge. Don't Google it.
Resist.
Let your wonder simmer for a bit.
Explore the possibilities.
You might surprise yourself with what you discover.
That simple walk to buy gum,
Yeah,
it becomes a microcosm of the larger journey of wonder
I like that.
that's available to us every day.
This has been such a great conversation.
I agree.
I feel like I'm rediscovering the power of wonder.
Me too.
But before we move on, I want to touch on something we mentioned earlier.
Okay.
The role of wonder in tackling the world's challenges.
Right. The text hinted at that.
Yeah, how can wonder help us solve big problems?
It's a great question, and I think it's important to remember wonder isn't just about personal growth.
Right.
It's also about positive change in the world.
I see.
Think about it. The world's biggest challenges.
Yeah.
They require us to think outside the box.
Right, to be innovative.
And where does innovation come from?
Wonder.
Often, yes. It's that spark of what if.
That challenges the status quo.
Exactly. It pushes us to explore new territories.
So wonder fuels progress.
I think so. It drives us to find new ways of doing things.
Solutions to problems that seem impossible.
Whether it's climate change, sustainable energy, poverty.
It all requires wonder.
We need to tap into that sense of wonder
To imagine a better future.
and to work towards creating it.
Wonder isn't just nice to have, it's necessary
I completely agree.
for the future of humanity.
It's what allows us to imagine a world beyond our current limitations.
This is so inspiring.
I'm glad.
I feel like we've only scratched the surface of wonder.
There's always more to explore.
But unfortunately, our time for this deep dive is almost up. But don't worry, we have one final part for you,
Ooh, what's next?
where we'll stink. Welcome back to our deep dive on wonder. We've explored so much already.
We have.
But I want to leave you with something you can actually use, to spark your own sense of wonder.
Okay.
Remember that I wonder challenge from the text.
Oh, yeah. The one where you imagine walking to the store?
Yeah, to buy gum.
Let's try it.
Okay, everyone listening, close your eyes for a minute.
And picture yourself stepping outside.
You're heading to the corner store
Simple mission.
to buy a pack of gum.
As you're walking, what do you see?
Is it sunny?
Cloudy.
What colors do you see?
What shapes catch your eye?
What sounds do you hear?
Birds chirping.
Traffic.
Maybe a dog barking.
Notice the ground beneath your feet.
Is it pavement?
Gravel. Pay attention to how it feels with each step.
Now, let your mind wander.
What questions pop up?
What makes you curious?
Don't overthink it. Just let the thoughts flow.
Maybe you wonder about those buildings you're passing.
Who lived there?
What happened there?
What about the people you see?
What are their stories?
Cracks in the sidewalk.
How did they get there?
The sky.
It's so vast.
What's up there?
It could be anything.
The point is, wonder is everywhere.
If we just open ourselves to it.
And here's the challenge. Don't Google your questions right away.
Resist the urge.
Just sit with them for a bit.
Let them simmer.
Explore the possibilities.
You never know what you'll discover.
That walk to buy gum.
It becomes this mini adventure.
Yeah.
A tiny version of the bigger journey of wonder.
That's available to us every day.
I think that's a great note to end on.
I agree, wonder isn't just a luxury.
It's essential.
It fuels our creativity,
Our innovation.
our understanding of the world.
And ourselves.
It's a skill we can develop.
And nurture.
So keep wandering
Keep wondering.
and keep diving deep.
Until next time.
See you then.